Welcome back. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good day, good night. It's another episode of No Qualifications. It's a special episode today. It's number 10. Double digits. Double digits. We've made it. And we, of course, we've promised nothing. We've delivered on nothing. But we've got to 10. We're sitting across, like every week, from my nearest and dearest. He's off the high of a win for carbohydrates this week. But he's coming off another low from last night's brutal defeat of his precious Blues. It's only Kizza. How are you, mate?
Good, mate. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Why am I the poster guy for the carbohydrates?
I didn't say a thing. I didn't say a thing.
Good on to that lovely Mexican.
It's a victory for the everyman, is what I'm trying to say. Right. Just your average guy like you and I. You know, that's it.
The battler.
Do you know, I watched an interview with him, Andy Ruiz, I'll say that in, from, I think, a couple of weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And he was so confident. And it was pretty crazy watching the interview after he's already sort of knocked out AJ. Mm. He was supremely confident. He knew exactly what he was going to do when he went in there. Yeah. And it played out literally exactly how he said it was all going to happen.
They said he's an extremely good boxer and an okay athlete, and then kind of throwing shade at AJ. He's an okay boxer but an extremely good athlete.
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's had 105 amateur fights. Yep. So it's not like they tend to fight scrubs. You know when footy players or like someone big in Australia, some like Bob Mirovic that's like 60 and he fights someone. It's just, I've never fought before. Get in the ring. Yeah. It's not like that. This guy can brawl, but it's just such a shock. Like
unbelievable.
How crazy is it when a champ goes down? Everyone loses their mind.
But I guess that's heavyweight boxing. Like one punch, go.
Yeah, you got to punch his chance always.
Like I was showing Jess pictures of AJ afterwards because I saw on.
I got a heap on my phone if she wants.
yeah. Pinterest, save that. I was telling her because I saw on Insta that he had been knocked out, and I was going, no way, like this isn't real life. And she's like, oh, what's happened? And I said, oh, just this 6'6" Adonis of a bloke. Like he's such a. I said, I've got a mad crush on him.
Sparkling eyes.
Oh, and super nice. That accent. And I was like, oh, I'm yours. Yeah. But I said, he's been knocked out by SpongeBob SquarePants.
You're so worried that just like, has he had an accident? Has he had a fall?
Yeah.
No, he got knocked out. Oh, yeah. In boxing, he got knocked out. Why are you surprised?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, it's a real bummer because now I'm not really interested in AJ fighting Wilder or Fury or anything like that anymore.
No, he's got to try and beat that guy.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just not interested. And it's a shame because I reckon he's just been completely overmanaged by Eddie Hearn. And now, and he's damaged him now.
He has a bit.
Yep, I think he's damaged him.
That was his first foray into USA, into the market. But I was just looking on my phone here. I screenshotted something the other day. It's got Ruiz and Joshua in 2012. And we'll probably put the photo up on our socials.
Yeah, we'll put it up.
So on the left is Joshua, and it's him at the Olympics holding his gold medal.
Yeah.
It's supreme athlete, and he looks great as always.
Yeah.
And then it's an old like Insta shot, or it could even be like a MySpace thing of Ruiz in 2012. And it says, and his handle is Andy Destroyer 13 because Andy Destroyer 1 to 12 is gone.
Yeah, that's right.
And then he's written
at Hotmail,
and it's a selfie in the mirror, and it says me chilling after I took a shit. So Joshua's had a trajectory of going up and started the Olympics in amateur boxing and on the way up, and then that's him.
That's so funny. We'll put that picture up.
We'll put it up for people to see.
Kizza will post that. Yeah, that's so funny. I was shocked. I was really, really shocked because I guess, AJ, he's the poster boy. I say AJ because he's my mate. So I just...
Yeah, that's what I'll call it.
Yeah, AJ, So, he's my mate. But it was such a shock.
Yeah, anytime a champ goes down, it's like I can't stand Floyd Mayweather. Might be something to do with domestic violence allegations and whatnot, but I don't know. As a boxer, he's the best. One of the best ever, pound for pound. But... even I found if someone has a 0 record, I don't care who you are. If I hate you, I kind of always want them to keep the 0 because it's very unheard of.
So much respect about And
Floyd, you can't argue the 50-0 he ended or whatever he did, 51-0. even though I don't like the guy and I think he's a bit of a tool, I was against McGregor, who I love too, and that happened with when he got beat. I'm like, everyone's like shocked, like what's happening?
Yeah.
Lose your mind. But yeah, I was like, I'd hate, and I think it's something in me where I'm like, imagine fighting at the top level and being 49-1. Like, and it's your last one.
Yeah,
it's
that's true.
I'd cook you, wouldn't it?
Well, did you see Mayweather's fight with that Japanese kid
after the McGregor one?
Yeah. He did 3 rounds or something, and the kid just took a dive. That was so embarrassing.
Boxing's not fixed, and I don't care. No. Come at me.
Same as the Olympics, like those, or FIFA.
No, we'll give Qatar the World Cup. It's 55 degrees in summer.
Yeah,
and we'll hold it in summer.
Yeah, thanks, step ladder.
It's that fight. It's just and Floyd probably cashed in a couple of quick meal for 3 rounds.
He got I think he got 9 million.
Yeah,
I think he got 9 million for 3 rounds.
And even if that guy hit him hard, he probably wouldn't have fallen. Like he did. There was nothing for him to lose. No, just a quick 9 million.
Well, I mean, he made. How much did he make out of Mayweather? Was it 400 million?
Something absurd.
Like 400 US?
Yeah, and I forget the split. I think it was going to be reversed if McGregor had won, but something absurd, like a couple $100 million. And,
insane. Yeah. Well, I guess that's what happens when he owns the, promotion company. He owns, literally everything that goes on that whole event. But apparently he is a brilliant businessman.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I think
he's savage.
He switched on. Yeah. But that's why McGregor's was getting a bit that way. We haven't seen him in a while, but he was forcing the UFC events to. Is it his whiskey or his vodka or something?
Yeah, Proper 12.
Yeah, so he's making them serve that, and I'm like, that's pretty genius.
It's brilliant.
Yeah,
it's absolutely brilliant.
30,000 people packed in, and
and what's old Uncle Dana White going to do about it? Like, he's his poster boy.
That's his bread and butter. Yeah.
Like, who else have they got without? You got the Diaz brothers.
Yeah, you've got John Jones, but then he's always suspended for God knows what. But last time he hit someone and took off.
Yeah, in his Corvette. But no one's selling. I mean, they've changed to that ESPN model now, so that they're not really selling. Look, Dana doesn't care about pay-per-views anymore.
No,
because he's got this income coming in every week, no matter what, with this ESPN deal.
100%. Yeah.
So he's like, well, okay, pay-per-views. I don't care about that. Yeah.
But he needs his and all the other fighters always joke about that too. They're like, he's your little boy, like he's
the golden boy,
and stuff like that. But it's pretty damn clever. You get into the what is it, whiskey? Did you say
Proper 12?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Proper 12,
and then just force them to have it.
Apparently, he's making bank.
Yeah, no wonder we haven't seen him. Like, I know he got beat up, and there's a bit of a dent to him. But
100 mil. He made 100 mil with Mayweather.
Then Khabib.
Then Khabib got 30.
So just like that in a year, without anything else, without any sponsorships, his investments, anything.
Yep.
Whatever his missus is doing to bring in money.
Nothing.
Well, that's right. She doesn't do anything.
You sexist pig.
I retract that a little bit because I did watch his doco and she was like funding his ass.
Exactly. Yeah, no, you're right. Exactly. And I think, to be honest, guys like that, if they live in this absolute whirlwind and they get home and they get into the eye of the storm and it's calm and it's usually because of the old wife.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
You know, that's like,
she's just reaping the benefits now that. Because he was like an ugly looking motherfucker. And he
just loved to scrap.
Yeah, and it's just like, and he was like such a pimply faced guy. And that whole world of like underground UFC, it's very dark and very some of the people involved, it's like, Jesus, talk about corruption.
Especially the pikeys running it over there.
So for her to stay with, and she's a bit of a sort, so for her to stay with him, good on her for cashing in now.
That's what I say to my wife. People like, Jess, you could do a lot better. I say, listen.
He loves his UFC.
This will pay dividends. Trust me. Hang in there, love. It's only been 7 or 8 years now. No, it's... but anyway, we got off track there. Thanks, everyone, again, for tuning in. We've got to number 10, which is awesome. Double digits is always a fun thing. We have a couple of absolute cracking episodes coming up.
Yeah, we do.
So we're going to...
Kevin's been busy. And... we've got someone good coming up for next week, but in 2 weeks' time, I won't say any more.
You're going to love it. We're going on a road trip. We're going on a road trip north. and we are going to. We might do a little bit
Schoolies?
of we're going schoolies. We're packing our backpacks full of bickies, and we're off to make some money. No, we might even vlog it, Kizza.
Yeah.
Let's make like a bit of a Let's make. Hang on, I've got the old watches vibrating. Go for a workout. Settle down.
Clear.
It's heard us talking about all those carbs. Shut up! I'm loading.
Yeah, we'll go for a little road trip and we can vlog it. That's what all the kids are doing.
Yeah, let's vlog it and put it on our MySpace.
Traffic will just be rolling.
It'll be massive. No, it'll be such a good episode. I'm really pumped. We're prepping already for what we're going to, how we're going to run it, how we're going to structure things.
Yeah, I said to you the other night via text after Kev's dropped the bomb. I'm like, Jesus, okay,
it's very cool.
better sort of scrub up on my info about said guest, and then lo and behold, my search history was his name and many of things.
Yeah.
Watching everything possible I can. But,
Alexa's been listening and she's just sending you all of these,
No, she's downloaded my data to the local police station for an AVO. Excuse me, sir. We just wanted to make you aware that someone's searched your name a lot.
If the wallopers turn up tomorrow, you know why. Alexa's ratted you out.
No, I'm very excited. Kevin's done very well with this one.
It'll be good fun. I'm really looking forward to it because, to be honest, it's someone who, like, you grew up with, Kizza, I grew up with, and we're actual, like, genuine fans of them. So we're
kind of not the sole reason, but why we wanted to do this in your garage, because we love what they do and that world they're in. And
100%.
Yeah.
No, it's very cool. So stick around for that. As I said, this next episode will be very cool as well. Got a special guest, so that'll be a bit of fun. We'll have some fun with that one. And but yeah, if you could go to iTunes. Leave us a review would be very good. It helps us sort of get suggested to other listeners.
They have been listening. I saw there was a couple.
Yes.
So I was like, excellent.
Yeah, we're on Spotify now too, Kizza. We've hit the big time.
I started a war at work the other day, how someone asked about it. Yeah, they were asking about, oh man, is it on Spotify? And I was like, no. And then so we got onto that, but I was like, oh, who are you on Spotify? And they're like, yeah. And then I went through the whole room. Everyone's on Spotify. It looks like I'm the lone Apple guy.
When if I go in the gym here, if I have a workout, I use Spotify.
Oh, okay.
And I plug the headphones in and I put my phone up on the bench and I listen to Spotify. But I don't go there for my podcasts. I go to my Apple, like my podcast
it's
app.
Literally an app for them. Yeah. I mean, some people say it's not the great. I love it.
I'm not some square. Oh, it's going Spotify. Yeah. No way. And also, I'm pretty cool with the ad every half an hour. I'm not going to pay Spotify for any money. Apparently, LeBron was getting paid out because he was having like a party or something, and they were listening to music, and then some ads came on, and they're like, "What, man? Like you've got $1 billion shoe deal. You're worth how many hundreds of millions?
Fork out the $7.99 a month.
Yeah." And he's like, "I don't care. I'm not paying for that. It's a waste of money." How good's that? Hey.
Lo and behold, half the playlist is probably in his lounge room or backyard. They could just perform.
Yeah. He's like, that was like when Michael Jackson bought the Beatles. All their original music. He owned the Beatles because apparently he had a conversation with...
what did he do to them?
Yeah. No.
Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, no. They were of age, mate, so that was sweet. It was consensual. No, he was having a chat with... who's the main guy of the Beatles?
Paul McCartney.
Thank you. Thank you. He was having a chat with McCartney, and McCartney was saying something about, oh yeah, you really want to own all your masters because that's something we never did, and that's where you make all your money. So good old MJ bought all of their masters.
It's good business because the royalties just
keep going. Yeah. So that's why his estate is worth so much now too, because he's just bought the Beatles.
Yeah, right.
And then apparently McCartney was furious.
Really?
Yeah, because he kind of went behind his back and went through channels and
lawyers and
okay. It was super sus.
It's such a
probably
weird thing
not
to do
the
that.
most sus thing he's ever done.
Yeah, that's low on the list.
With that big doco that's come out and that was at all these festivals and just absolutely rinsing him. Apparently they're finding a heap of like just bullshit through that whole doco.
Yeah, right.
So now it's sort of it's swinging back the other way again, where people are going, well, nothing was proven, it was thrown out.
You can do more damage than harm than good, because you can, if you even if 70%'s right,
yes,
people
it's the
would dwell on
30.
it's the 30, and how much did you stretch the truth?
Yeah.
But if you want to be an MJ apologiser, that's fine. Whatever. We know where you stand.
No, mate, I'm not throwing the old flag up that mast. That's for sure.
Figuratively,
yeah. No, I'll jump on the old pedo bandwagon. Thanks.
We'll find you in Neverland.
Yeah. What's that joke Russell Brand's got? He goes, I want to interview Macaulay Culkin. Neverland? Sometimes land.
Yeah, I don't know why I just thought of it, but one of the best jokes I've ever heard anyone come out with was I think it was because it was young children. I don't know. Anyway, when Bieber was really young and he was like mentored by was it Ludacris or Usher?
It was Usher, yeah.
And his greatest line was like, Justin's got a 10-inch dick. Justin Bieber's got a 10-inch dick. Yeah, it's in his ass and belongs to Usher. I don't know why I've just brought that up, but I saw it the other day again for the first time.
Kizza, why are you bringing that sort of filth onto this respectable podcast? We're gonna have Australian royalty on in a couple of weeks.
I just thought it was a brilliant line.
No, that is hilarious. That's good. So what? Macaulay, we had probably a 4-inch.
Next,
I couldn't imagine MJ packing too much heat. Could you?
Oh, Macaulay.
Tito.
Jermaine, stop teasing. Tito, get me a tissue. Anyway, I don't know why I came out with that.
Jeez. Anyway, yeah. So no, it was a good weekend. We
Joshua. And any Liverpool fans out there? I got up at 3:30 in the morning to watch that dumb game.
Well, do you know how much interest I have in soccer or football?
Yeah, heaps. Zero.
That many. I got zero. I got zero interest. I was interested in the was about a third of the way through the first half. That was interesting.
Yeah, she was a nice lady.
Good on her. She looked like a lovely young lady.
Yep.
She apparently was 22. She looked like she was 30. And her boyfriend is a Russian dude.
Yeah, I don't even really understand.
For anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about,
streaker.
This is what girls would say. Oh, she was obviously attractive. Yeah. Of course she was.
Because both sides, Liverpool and Tottenham, you should see the players, their jaws hit the floor and they're like, what's that? It's usually like a 50-year-old naked male. It's like, this never happens ever.
Well, she did it for the likes, right? So she got, I think she went in literally a day, like overnight. She added, I don't know what she was at, but she added 1.2 million Instagram followers.
It was 250,000 because she is kind of like a semi-naked model. Or she had that,
I like the way you put that actually. Yeah.
She doesn't reveal everything.
No. Yeah.
It's art, you know?
Yeah. Just covers the bunghole. That's it.
She had a bit of a following, as all those chicks do.
Of course they do.
But yeah, you're right. It went up millions instantly overnight.
And then someone hacked her account and locked her out.
And then she joined Twitter because it shows the motive. Like she needed that.
Of course.
That validation because she's then gone and set up a Twitter and gone, oh damn it, I lost, and then everyone flocked to Twitter and it's like,
of course,
how bad. But smart business because her followers went straight up, and then that website I went on to, I was like, what does that say?
I didn't,
and then I went on, right. Show me your history.
No,
it's like we said last, vacant or clear.
You're gonna need a fucking warrant, mate. I'm not giving that up.
I've encrypted it all. You won't see a thing. But no, I went to the website to see, what is it? Because I didn't know who it was. And at the time, I'm like, gee, she's all right. And then it said it. And I Googled it. So you got to log in. I didn't go that far. But a lot of people would have gone straight to it and gone...
You bought a subscription, didn't you, mate?
Maybe. It's only $4.99 a month.
That's good value, if you ask me.
Especially with some of the content. I'll show you later.
Yeah, please.
But yeah, no, very... I mean, depending on the fine... I know Australia, like, there's a lot of cricket in that. And you get, like... Is it a $5,000 fine or $10,000? But then you're banned.
Honestly, I've got no idea.
Banned for life or banned for whatever. So but you know, if the way the world works, if you're generating that amount of traffic to your Instagram and then the website's got all these hits, that's just money instantly.
It's insane. Yeah. Well, I went on to Andy Ruiz's Insta just as I heard he knocked out Anthony Joshua. Yep. He had 72,000 followers. Mm-hmm. Now I'm just going to quickly jump on because it was, mate, honestly, it was absolutely rocketing.
How crazy how it works.
Oh gosh, Just notification after notification. Sorry, guys.
But that's how funny it is with, especially that girl too. That's where the internet community. It's like, if there was like a bushfire nearby and people have been forced out of their homes, you take people in and you feed them and get them water. Like there's a whole community, like like a natural disaster type thing.
Yep.
Twitter's version of that is anytime there's a hot chick who streaked onto the football on the national stage, Twitter will have her handle within 3.5 seconds.
Yeah.
And everyone on Twitter's like, thanks so much and sharing around. It's like,
It's like mainstream Reddit.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's like, if we could only do that for good cause.
Well, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. 843,000. So
nearly 800,000.
The next day, so I had a look at it. When he KO'd him, he had 72,000. The next day, he had 672,000. So literally overnight, he went up 500,000.
That's insane. Good luck to him.
Could you imagine you'd have to turn your phone off.
Yeah, the one of those bloody DJs, European, like Avicii or one of those guys.
Yeah.
There's a good clip on YouTube where there's probably a few actually now, but I saw this one where if you're super famous and you put something out there or you post something and there are people that are getting like 500,000 likes.
Sure. Yep.
He turned notifications on and took it off private or whatever.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
And then his phone is just like,
yeah.
And your eye can't even see who it is. It's just dropping and it's just like a spinning wheel.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Like the amount of likes you get instantly.
But imagine, like, actually, you know what I saw today? Let me just bring this up, Kizza. I saw something today. Now, you know how we love influencers on this podcast?
Yeah.
Now, the influencers...
Are we considered influencers yet?
Not
with that joke I just told.
The only thing would be under the influence.
Yeah. Thank you to John Boston.
John Boston. Yeah, we might have to look at getting a beer sponsor, actually, on this lovely podcast. Let me just bring up something that I saw. Talk amongst yourself, everyone.
Is if we purchase beer for the pod, is that a tax write-off?
Yes, it is.
Excellent.
Yeah, because we can just say it's a client gift.
Ah.
So we'll be sweet.
Can we delete that part where you just expose what we're doing?
Yeah, we better cut that out, actually. Yeah, this is all jokes, guys. We don't really do that. So I saw something today, and it said a moment of silence for the Batchy star who bravely revealed she's lost bulk IG likes, so bulk Instagram likes. This chick, right?
Who's it from? Like, is it like a Daily Mail or something?
It's this is off shout out Pedestrian TV.
Yeah, right.
It was on their Instagram. So this chick.
So not CNN or.
No, I don't know if they'd really go after stories like this. So this chick, let me read a bit of this to you, right? So this Tiffany Scanlon, she was a contestant from Richie's.
Oh, Aussie, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I do. I know the name.
Yeah. From Richie's series, The Bachelor. So she posted something where she bravely said about how she wasn't getting the sort of engagement that she wanted on her Instagram, which I get because we were talking before about how
the algorithm.
Yeah, they've changed the algorithm, blah blah blah, because they just want you to do sponsored posts and give them money. So whatever, it's a business. So I'm just going to read you a little bit of this. Now, bear in mind, this chick does literally nothing.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm
so
sure
she just gathered it from being on the show.
Of course. Now, I'm sure if she heard it, she'd be so offended and she'd be busy and this and that. Yeah, you'd be busy doing photo shoots and getting free shit and posting about it.
Teeth whitening kits.
Like, fuck right off.
Yeah.
I've got no interest, and I'd be more than happy to have you on the podcast and debate you about what you actually do, because
we know how that's going to
I'd win.
Yeah, and if I didn't, I'd edit it.
Yeah, either way, I'm winning. Do you know what? She's probably actually really bright. She's like, if I go that there, bang, 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 now I've got a heap of followers and I can be an influencer.
We're just waving goodbye. See ya, thanks for coming. Jeez, Kev, she fucked you up.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, bitch.
So
this is what she wrote. Haven't posted in a week, and it's been nice. I felt super disheartened by Instagram lately. A combination of an unexplained decline in engagement. Unexplained decline. Maybe because you're adding literally no value to anyone's life.
And you just said you haven't posted, so the engagement's gone.
Yeah. So let's pull that apart to start with.
Do you know how it works?
Yeah. I'm an influencer. I'm pretty sure I do. So she's like, I've seen an unexplained decline in engagement in the research I've been doing about the platform. Research? Cool, bro.
Googled, why have I lost followers?
Yeah, sweet story. Jesus. Well, on the beach, you just thought, I might do that. Oh, where's my AirPod?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm having a whinge, but when I see posts that are of a girl in a bikini with a caption of the sun emoji getting thousands of likes, right, listen here, bitch. That's what you do.
What's is her handle there? Like, what has she got on her page that's so much more superior to...
Yeah, I'm going to go to it right now.
And do not undervalue arse shots with sunsets. That's one of our favourite things.
Yeah, look. Oh, my God.
What is it?
4 down bikinis.
Oh, you didn't even have to scroll once.
Nah, bikinis. And...
don't tell me, is it a motivational...
Yes. Yeah. So she's training to become a fitness instructor. Aren't they all?
Doing Cert 3 and PT.
Yeah. Oh, Christ. Hang on, let's have another. Here's another one in a bikini. Yeah, handed in my first draft of my literature review this afternoon. So what's that got to do with your ass?
Yeah. What does she look like?
You know, as you would expect. She's attractive. Like, of course.
Just so I know which one she is.
Here we go. She's attractive. Of course she's attractive. Blonde, you know, gorgeous girl. I'm sure she's lovely. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, when you're having a grizzle about not getting the engagement that you want on your Instagram, and you're whinging about literally the stuff that you're posting.
That's insane.
It'd be like us whinging about podcasts that just talk shit.
She's very pretty.
Of course she is. How many followers does she have, actually?
100,000 followers.
Okay, that's pretty good.
102, sorry. Sorry, Tiff.
Yeah. That too better start engaging.
So, what was the gist? So she was just saying that the algorithm is shot and it's not.
Yeah,
she's lost followers.
She was just whinging because I think it sums up exactly what's wrong with, you know, what's going on around the whole wide world. And if you look at, like, I was listening to something the other day, and they were talking about how the suicide rate in girls 13 to 18 is just going through the roof. And they completely just blame social media.
Yeah, it's pretty awful.
It's horrible. You know, it's absolutely horrible. I see it too, mate. Like, with our social media, you know, if I sort of see that a post does better than the other, I think, oh, why did that do better? But luckily I don't focus on, why did the other one not do as good as the other one? I just sort of try and focus a little bit more on...
At least it's for a bit more organic reasons. Like, no, this my business is relying on this, so
yeah,
I need to know what's doing. But yeah, it's a bit ridiculous.
The thing that just fucking drives me mental is exactly that, where you post something and you have a whinge about, oh, I'm not getting the engagement that I want, and this and that, blah, blah. But, like, what are you doing? Like, at least here, and I said it last week, we do try and make content, and we try and have a bit of a laugh and all this sort of stuff. And then we cut the clips up, and there's a lot of work that actually goes into doing what we're doing.
To provide something that someone can download for free and enjoy.
Absolutely. Yep. We're doing a thing that costs people nothing to suss out and have a listen, and hopefully it's entertaining and whatever.
Our end, we actually are outlaying money, and the other end, they're not.
Yeah, this costs us money. It costs us time. It literally costs us money. But when you get someone who's complaining about an algorithm that's changed because she's not getting the certain amount of likes she wants because she's posted a picture of her ass, I just think, that is not healthy. That is not healthy at all. I mean, I'm sure she thinks it, but you would think that, you know, if she's got management or something, they'd say, probably don't post that.
Yeah, 100%. Her people at PR are just like, what are you doing?
It's horrible.
But again, this as the world works, people go, which one was she? I've just done it. I've had to look at her.
Yeah. Keeps her relevant.
Oh, yeah, she's all right.
Keeps
Instagram.
her relevant, yeah.
Get some people back in, I guess.
I mean, I don't mind an influencer who, if they're adding value to a business, like if we had a product that we sent them and then they, you know, put it on their Instagram and then you made sales from that, cool. They've got a good following, fine. But, you know, when you're literally bringing nothing.
She's trying to be a little bit elitist about the least elitist thing you can do. Like,
yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, good point.
Without having actually a proper talent. Like,
nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've nailed that, Kizza.
Yeah, play the sting.
Yeah, so each week we get together a bit of a list of talking points of sort of what we want to chat about and all this sort of stuff. And this week we thought, we came across a very interesting young man. And I printed off a photo, which I'll put a clip up. It'll flash up now. He's been dubbed the world's most modified youth, which I think from reading, the only thing he hasn't modified is his brain, because that seems to be left behind.
Wow,
he is so tattooed. He's literally tattooed all over his face. He's tattooed the whites of his eyes, so his eyes are even black. Kizza, if you had a daughter, I've got a daughter, right? If you had a daughter, imagine if she brought home that.
Yeah, I'd be furious. I mean, I've got some mates that have heavily tattooed, nothing like that, but I get the whole don't judge them, blah blah blah.
I've got tattoos, but
but
not on my
that's
eyes.
That's just next level. His
That's
whole
insane.
face is right.
Well, apparently, so I was reading through this story, right? So he's 23. His nickname's Mod Boy, which is pretty cool.
Dope.
Oh, sick.
You going to the skate park later?
Yeah, bro. No, I don't want to scuff up me DCs, eh? So he's on the run apparently, and he's got numerous tattoos, piercings, implants, and a split tongue.
Implants?
What's he got implanted?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he got a sweet boob job, lacking a bit of confidence.
That's all. They get the ball bearings under their skin. You've seen that where it looks like scales and that sort of thing?
Yeah, I have actually. Yeah. Anyway, so and then he's had portions of his ear removed. Could you imagine?
Uncle Chop Chop could have done that.
Yeah. Listen, come to me and I'll sort that out.
Look what you made me do.
Yeah. But anyway, apparently, so I was reading through this story, and it hasn't said what he's done. So he's on the run, but I don't know what he's on the run for. But then it says, Bramble again appeared to taunt police hours later by live broadcasting a video on Instagram saying he wasn't sure if he should turn himself in. And then it goes on to describe him as some members encouraged Bramble to cream on and avoid capture while others were quick to admonish him for his alleged crimes. Now, I said cream on because apparently he's a wanted man and he's a prominent but divisive member of a large ice cream enthusiast community.
I wouldn't have picked that.
What's the go with that?
What about that?
I could be part of that community.
Bramble said he was going home to eat lasagna and weighing his options before he was seen.
What a diet. Ice cream and lasagna. Give you an award. Don't lock this kid up.
I love that he's thinking about his life, whether he should go into the cops. And it's like, look, we'll go home, we'll have some lasagna.
Yeah.
Get a full belly, and then we'll think about it.
What I really need is a bit of a sugar high. Yeah. Now, I've told you my favourite combo of ice cream, actually, which is maple flavoured syrup. But I reckon I could be part of that group.
You could be good mates with our guest last week, Mousy.
Okay.
He's a bloody sweet addict.
Is he a sugar fiend?
Oh, he just dumps custard into a massive bowl, a whole container, throws about a kilo of Milo on it, and then sprinkles.
I don't see what's
That's
wrong
all
with
he
that.
eats.
I think he should put some ice cream in that, and that would be the perfect meal for me.
He could be in the enthusiast club with Bramble.
But how does Mousie's like a rake?
Yeah, I know. We're waiting for him to blow out. One day, I mean, he's 33, but one day we're just thinking he's going to hit 40, and then he's just going to go poof.
Maybe he just, well, who knows? Maybe he just shags it off, the big fella. Those
Lothario.
Those power swiping Tinder fingers.
I have no idea. And he's an active fella, no more than the next guy, but
yeah. Does he jog, work out, do anything?
He does a little bit when he's away. He's a snowboarder.
Oh, okay.
And he trains because he's always hiking and stuff like that.
Yep.
But then he'll go through periods where he doesn't. But I've known him since he was a wee schnapper.
Yeah.
And he has been that skinny forever and eats whatever he
My
wants.
brother's like that.
He used to put nuggets on a cheeseburger and eat it.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That was one of my favourite things in high school was to get a sausage roll and put it on a bun.
Oh, really?
With tomato sauce. Yeah. It was kind of a thing at our school. Sausage roll, bun and sauce.
We had the chips on a bun.
Yeah, that's standard.
Yeah.
Chips with white bread with like a good amount of margarine.
Yeah,
butter was horrific.
Yeah.
Have to be margarine, about half an inch thick.
That was the go.
Chips, and you'd squash it down.
Yeah, straight into it.
Yeah.
Then a passiona.
Oh, yes. A passiona. Actually, I got the wife a sun kissed. We got some pizza the other night. We got a sun kissed.
Oh,
I hadn't had sun kissed in.
You should have gone the 7-Up
forever. Well, I'd go a 7-Up with good old KFC.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
KFC chips, 7-Up, but a sun kissed, and we got the New York, the pepperoni.
Can we end this pod, please?
I know. I was frothing. But anyway, so I had to tell you about that maniac. We'll put a picture of him up on
Yeah,
online.
you guys, we might do a poll. Guilty or innocent?
Yeah, guilty or innocent. Let's have a little bit of a chat about that. But
you would consider him a loser of the week. I guess AJ's a loser of the week.
Yeah, it was a win for Carbs.
Tottenham's a loser of the week. Hey,
Tottenham's a loser.
Bit of football.
Yeah. No, you lost me at foot.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be really diverse. We're trying to get the football.
Oh, diverse. Okay. Serena Williams had a tantrum. That's pretty diverse.
I didn't even mean that then. She did. Well, she kind of. The guy didn't he? And then she did.
Yeah, but I don't blame him. He's number 4 ranked in the world.
And just get out, mate.
And
Move over.
she's like, I'm not waiting.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot. Like, she used to be obviously the golden girl of tennis, and I'm hearing a fair bit lately through my sources that apparently she's a little bit of a C.
Kev used to date Venus, so that's how he knows.
Oh, look, there's a bit of history there, but whatever. It doesn't matter, does it?
No, I've heard. I mean, you do get that though when you get to a level. I guess I don't know.
I think she's frustrated because she was so good. She had the baby. Obviously, she's come back. She's still obviously the best.
Phenomenal. She's 37. I didn't realize. I thought she was still like early 30s.
No, she's getting on.
She's still dominating.
She's the best female tennis player ever.
Has to be.
And the feminists would say, why do you have to put female there? Because she wouldn't beat Roger.
The boys would beat her.
Yeah, simple as that.
Yeah.
Now be gone.
We're not trying to be mean.
Right, I've won that as well, haven't I?
No, it was pretty funny. He's like, what?
Yeah, and so he should.
Yeah, and he got up.
So he should.
But at the end of the day, why does he worry about that stuff? I guess it's all talking points, isn't it?
It's good for his profile too.
Yeah.
You know, and especially too, if he's picked the tone of maybe the media are a little bit sick of Serena.
Yeah.
If he's picked the tone of it.
Sort of leading the charges.
Yeah. He'll kind of be applauded a little bit.
Yeah.
Through the tennis community.
He's going to bloody Nancy Kerrigan her, or what's her name? Tonya Harding.
Tonya Harding. Yeah. He'll go and cut all the strings. Who else is a winner and a loser, Kizza, this week?
Well, we've got one winner, and that's my mate Jay-Z.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he's fucking loaded. End of story.
He's
next
so
segment.
Rich. He just got announced as a proper billionaire, didn't he? Like Forbes
legit billionaire. Yeah. But he's the same thing. Like some shit radio station did this wealth thing the other day, and they said, "Oh, what's P Diddy's wealth?" And he's a score. I think he's almost to the billion.
Yeah, he's 800 million or something. Yeah,
and it's nothing to. And they're like, "Oh, but he hasn't done a hit." And it's like, dude, that was the starting point.
Yeah, but how many?
He's got vodka and
exactly. And how many of these young homies? Does he own? Like so
exactly,
many.
Yeah,
he's bringing them through, making huge money off them.
But yeah, Jay's got all the what was it? Tidal. I mean, I don't think many people listen
Tidal,
to it.
Yep.
Tidal. They try everything because you got so much money,
so much cash.
You can afford to. Oh yeah, that didn't work, and then you hit on one, and then it's a huge success.
I don't think people would quite comprehend. Like, if you're worth $1 million, if you've got $1 million in the bank, your life isn't really changing that much.
No, you can do a few nice things or whatever, but it doesn't change the course of...
No, but even the interest off $1 million is fuck all. To be really honest, it's going to be absolutely... It's not really going to do anything.
Yeah.
So you're going to start digging into that million if you wanted to try and live a little bit better lifestyle, and then it goes down.
Superficial, isn't it? You'll have a nicer car. You might be able to reno the house and things like that. And then after you do a few superficial things, and then you bank a little bit, go on some nice holidays, pay off things and stuff like that.
Not much left.
I mean, it's phenomenal, but
it'd be a really good help.
Not going to move the needle. Where true wealth, you hear rich people say it all the time. This is going to change. This is what is it? Generational wealth. This is your kids' kids are going to be. This will pay for their private school and all that sort of stuff. So,
well, you look at, like, say you had $1 million. Probably not going to change much. You know, maybe a little bit better lifestyle, maybe a little bit better car, whatever. Say you've got 10 million.
Now you're starting to like not have to sort of dig into the 10 million, and your interest off it is do a bit with it,
yeah, you're actually going to sort of go, oh, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Then you've got 100 million. Now you're going, whoa, okay, I'm making literally millions of dollars a year in interest.
Yeah, and possibilities of interest. You can risk 20 million on something, or 30 million. And you still
you can use your millions of interest and invest in other things and not actually touch your the majority of the money. So then you have $1 billion, Just 1 billion.
That's just... Yeah, that moves the needle massively.
And then you look at someone like last week we talked about Jeff Bezos, who's got $150 billion. I just don't know. Like that's a new human.
Oh, we didn't even flinch when it got split down the middle with his missus.
Wouldn't care.
It's like anytime it's multiples of $1 billion.
Yeah,
it's just ridiculous. Like,
well, he's just investing in that many new businesses and like that many new companies and
he'd just be sniffing around Silicon Valley.
Yes.
What's that? I don't even need to know. Just here's $1 million, $2 million, $3 million.
Yep.
If it works, let me know. Sweet.
Yep.
I own 51%. Sweet.
It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing.
You
for
know,
them.
fun about rappers and that. I was watching. You remember Cribs? MTV Cribs.
Yeah.
I was watching.
Don't
it one
you mean
day.
potential bankruptcies?
Yeah. They had it on years ago. I was watching it, and there's a few people, and it was like when like hardcore and emo music was around, so there's a few like Fall Out Boy.
Okay,
and they had like an
Panic
okay
and
house and like a Range Rover, and then a few nice things, but it's nothing that a successful builder in Sydney wouldn't be kind of equal to. It's like, you got a little, you know, that album did well. And then you'd move up, and then they had like a big 2-part special about 50 Cent when he had got into vitamin water and shit like that.
Yep.
And he had this full estate with a helicopter and stuff like that. And then one of the episodes was Akon. Remember? He hasn't really done many big songs, but he had one or two.
Good businessman.
Akon had his own petrol Bowser. Like, he had a whole full setup. He had helicopters. He made 50 Cent look like, that's cute. I weekend at a house like that. And I'm like, hang on a minute. Like, 50's big. Yeah. He's notable. Like, and I get he's into vitamin water, invests, and just enormous. Akon had a couple of hits. He was featured on a few.
Akon.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I was like, hang on a minute. How's this work? And then I went into it, and he's like, man, and then what did he say?
He
Something
does
about
amazing work overseas.
Huge work overseas, but he's the writer. And he goes, I don't have to tour this shit. And I don't have to put the effort in of like dancing and singing and all that, even though I can. I'm going to write. I'm going to get slightly less royalty. But you're going to do all the legwork, and I've just written this. Here you go. See you later. And I'm just churning them. And it's the same as Sia. I don't know if she might not be that rich, but writing for Rihanna and Beyonce, you just sit back, write it. Here you go. Collect your royalty, and no one knows. And it's like, that's the goal.
Was Gaga like that as well?
Gaga, I'm pretty sure. There's a few, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, and then they go, fuck this. I'm writing these bangers, and I actually am phenomenally talented. I'm going to get out and do this anyway.
That's a little insight into my life there, because an actual artist who has like sort of wants to do something and get out there and has a legacy, they want to perform and do the best they can. I just want to half-ass it and give you a song and collect some money.
Yeah, but it takes all types to get the world to go around.
True.
Yeah, otherwise we couldn't all be the artist. Otherwise it just wouldn't work, would it?
I just thought it was hilarious when Akon's like, this is my house, these are my whips. I'm like, holy shit, you've got like McLarens over there. And you've got 3 of them, and then you've got trucks, and you've got this massive acreage, and then you've got a petrol Bowser, which I thought was cool, because everyone's like, I got spinning wheels, and I got this, and he's like, I got a petrol Bowser.
Yeah, you still to go down to the local Caltex, bro.
Mixed with the common people. I've got it here.
Well, that's Will.i.am. He's
similar,
obviously he's rich, but he produces so many hits. He designed and built his own car, like his own one-off car. It's as ugly as a hat full of assholes. But
see, that's the thing. He'd be the same. He'd be like, it's like, I haven't heard of Black Eyed Peas and Will.i.am in a long time. Yeah. Yet lo and behold, he's produced 50 artists or songs, and he's just like,
Fergie's just relapsed in the gutter somewhere.
Hey, she's going through a tough time. Her and Josh Jamal are
clearly
breaking up.
Yeah. It shows. The poor thing. Yeah. No, I shouldn't throw shade on her. She's pretty talented with auto-tune.
Go look at her singing the anthem at the NBA Finals like 3 years ago. Oh, we'll post that. That's funny.
Post that.
That's really funny.
Yes.
Yeah, that was hilarious, because even Steph Curry, Draymond, they're all, that where you try and hold it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
That's when, like, what was that song where it's like, the drugs don't work?
Oh, the Verve, yeah.
Yeah. No, they do. Don't do them.
Really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. I mean, we're throwing shade on someone who's singing on
who's a millionaire.
NBA Finals.
Yeah. And we're in your garage. Kieran speaking.
Sup, dog?
Listeners, through the week, Kevin's texted me every day. He texts me like 5 times, and then calls, and then texts, and then tags me. Ugh. Oh, sorry.
Why
and then
are you listening to me? Pay me attention.
No, you texted me and you said...
I'm the neediest girlfriend. I'm such a needy girlfriend.
Pay me attention.
Babe, I don't know. I feel bloated.
You hung up the other night and go, I'll tag you in that thing. It may be at 10:30 at night after I've dealt with the kids and sat down for a second, but don't be worried. Okay. But no, you texted me and said, look, I got an absolute doozy for the pod.
Yeah.
So you've gone against the rules and researched.
Yes.
But you've run into something and you said, I'll show you tonight.
Yeah.
And so this is your platform. Go forth.
Thank you. Do you know how I like to be, some people would say, a fucking idiot.
Yes.
So I love
Everyone
idiot.
says it.
Yeah, some people, most people, all people would say, walk upstairs, talk to my wife.
You should see what they say about you at work.
Just-
You left 5 years ago.
Just Kevin idiot. No, I thought we established that.
I thought everyone knew.
I thought everything he did in life pretty much summed up that he's an idiot.
She might have to do a general post on Facebook. Just want to clear things up.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Kev's a dick, right?
Well, do you know how we were talking about like algorithms and like you'd post and we've got a couple of thousand or whatever Insta followers,
No biggie.
and we might get with the algorithm now we might get 50 likes, like if we're lucky. Jess could post something. Is Kevin idiot? She'd get like 400,000 likes. People who don't even follow her would be going to like it.
It'd be like 60 shares. Or
It'd
something.
go viral. This has had 45 million views. This
Everyone in the affirmative.
is Justin Bieber's remix for this. This is insane. No, I love a silly thing, and I came across a silly thing, and it was things that they're stupid laws that haven't been updated. So they haven't been sort of, that doesn't fit in today's society.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's actually still there.
So when they've set the laws of South Australia in
Of yesteryear.
18 or 1900 or something.
Yeah. So they're still there. And I printed off, there's a heap of them. And some of them are like brilliant, are so funny. And I thought, if I was a copper, I would enforce these laws.
You get that, when those people who I hope aren't listeners of our pod, that all cops are dogs.
Oh,
the RBT
they're not
crew.
listeners. If they're listeners, you can fuck right off.
There's the door.
Yeah.
But those guys, when they get caught on RBT and if they're like being a dick, and then the cop will go, "Oh, your tyres are a bit bald."
Yes.
And, oh, that's not an legal
tail
exhaust.
tail lights out, mate.
And
As
they
he
just
smashes it.
they work them over.
Yes.
This would be so much better on RBT.
Yes.
It's like, you're wearing pink trousers on a Sunday.
Well, that's one of them. Yeah, where's that one? Yeah,
down the bottom.
Yeah, it's so good. So one of my favourite ones. Listen to this one, Kizza. In South Australia, it's illegal to interfere with a homing pigeon. You can't kill it, capture it, ensnare it, injure it, or take it in. If you're prosecuted and found guilty, you'll face a fine of $250.
Yeah.
So
be warned, South Australia.
Well, I tell you what, we've got. So at the front of our house, we've got these big glass, obviously glass windows. We've got these big metal windows.
Kinds.
Yeah, we're pretty unique around here. We've got these glass windows. Now we've got these big glass windows, and we've had, I'm going to say, over the space of 12 months, maybe 3 or 4 pigeons fly straight into the window.
Yeah, right.
To the point where the first time it happened, I thought, fuck, someone's thrown a rock at the front of the house and it's hit the window.
It scares the shit out of you, doesn't it?
Mate, it was insane. And I think what they're doing is, if we've got the curtains closed, it's just white. So it's this insane reflection. So they don't see it. They don't see it. They just see, there just looks like a good place to fly. So they come flying along at 60 mile an hour and just go headfirst straight into a window.
Yeah, right.
And of course, good old dad has to walk out there and dispose of the body. It's a bit sad, actually. So kids, next time you were thinking about picking up a homing pigeon,
I won't kill it, capture it, or ensnare, injure, or take it in.
No, exactly. What was another one? In Brisbane, if you must sweep the footpath outside your home daily before 8:30 a.m. or face a $5,000 fine with an increase of $500 a day for each additional day.
Holy shit!
Isn't that insane? Like
people blow up about speed cameras being revenue raisers.
Imagine that.
It's like, I noticed the stoop is not swept today.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I'm writing you up.
No, the broom's broken. Or if you're a bloke, you say, sorry, mate, the wife's on the broom. She flew out with it this morning, the witch.
Nailed it. I've got your list here. I'm just looking. One of the best ones here is if you're travelling by horse in New South Wales and stop at a bar, the bar is required by law to stable, water, and feed your horse while you're in there.
See, that's kicking it old school.
Fair enough.
Could you imagine that? You're just cruising along on your horse. You pull into a pub, say at Terrigal or something.
Yeah.
You pull into the pub or into the beery, tie your horse up out the front, flick the saddle to someone, fix him up, would you, mate? Feeding maybe some new shoes on him too.
It must be $500 like the rest of them, possibly.
It must be. Yeah. Imagine.
If you really had it if you'd like been kicked out of a pub or you didn't like someone at a pub or something like that, you just like ride your horse on in and then just call the inspectors.
You would, wouldn't you?
And they'd have to. If they're not a very, very old inspector in like their 60s, he's like, I don't know what you want me to get him on. My horse is here and he hasn't stabled water and fed it.
The fucking law, mate. I don't think I'm asking too much.
Yeah, do your job.
Yeah. Well, do you know what? That's the equivalent. I got my hair cut the other day, and it was the same place that I went to before that gave me a fresh cut. The last time I went, I paid with a bank card, right? Done. Easy peasy. Because it's 2019 and I'm an adult human, so I don't need to carry money.
Yeah, fair.
I have a card. It's in my, I don't need to. So I went there and I was rushing around. The kids, I did it in between Lola's sleep and little Bryce's sleep. So I flew up to the shops, got my hair cut, went up to the counter, gave him my card. It was a Saturday or Sunday, either way. And he goes, "Oh, mate, we only do cash." And I said, "Well, you don't, because I was here 3 weeks ago and you took card." He goes, "Oh, no, we only do cash on the weekends." And I looked at him and I said, "Oh, is that because you do most of your business and you don't want to pay tax?"
Yeah.
And he just looked at me and he goes, it was a youngish sort of guy, and he kind of
beep. There you go.
Honestly, he didn't know what to do. Anyway, he calls the guy over. He must be the owner. And he goes, he wants to pay with card. And the owner goes, "Oh, only cash, mate." And I said, "Well, mate, I don't have cash." He goes, "Oh, there's an ATM around the corner." I said, "Yeah, there's an FBOS machine under your
I'm not paying $3 or $2.50 to get money out."
And I sort of felt like, "Oh, Kev, it doesn't matter." But then I thought, fuck that, it does matter, because the haircut was $25. I've got to go and pull out $40. So I've got 15 that I'm just going to blow on something that I don't need anyway. So anyway, I said to him, "Mate, I was here 3 weeks ago and I paid with my bank card." I said, "And now you don't do, FBOS on a weekend?" And I said the same thing to him. I said, "Oh, is that because it's super busy, mate? You just don't want to pay tax?" I said, "Maybe some people need to know about that."
Oh, shit.
And he looks at the young man and goes, "Oh, just get him, take the card."
How hard would it be if someone's busting your balls? Just get it's just
100%.
Type it in.
I walked out of there and I was fuming.
Then I called Tracy at ACA.
I said, "Trace, sick 'em Rex.
There's an injustice."
Oh, and I thought it doesn't matter. Like, honestly, in the scheme of things, it doesn't matter. But I was just like,
That's weird. You're not normally a dog with a bone with things, so
no.
Inside joke there.
Yeah, no, oh man, it fucking really grinded my gears, Kizza. What else you got, mate? What other stupid laws?
It's illegal to wear a disguise without a lawful excuse. Illegal to dress up as a superhero. Doesn't say the state, but how unfun is that? Oh, must be fun at parties, that group of people. Jesus.
Yeah, the lawmakers. Sorry, guys, stop it.
Are you guys all having fun and dressed up as Iron Man and that?
Well, see, I think that's the adult version, the adult equivalent of no hat, no play, don't run on the concrete.
I used to hate that. I always used to forget my hat.
Just absolute rubbish.
Yeah.
Absolute rubbish. I remember when that rule came in, I think I was in about year 5 or something, somewhere around there. And it was like, you have to wear wide brim hats now. No.
Like cricket umpire, yeah.
Nope. Well, then you can't go and play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
We had the normal peak hat, but with the flap at the back.
Legionnaires hat?
Yeah, that one, yeah. Unbelievable. I remember so badly wanting to play footy at recess and lunch, and I didn't have my hat. I'm like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
So they were hard on it. We had this massive tree that shaded probably a third of the oval. Like you said last week, the oval seems massive at the time, but it's not.
It's not, yeah.
So I'm like, boys, I'll play fullback and I'll just hang right back. Like right back.
Yeah.
And then I'd get the ball, and then when they've kicked it, and then I'd run and then offload before the shade ended. Yeah. Then I'd go back in the shade.
Like you're a vampire.
Why does the white kid only come to the tree and then...
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, he doesn't want any vitamin D. It's not good for him at all. What else have we got, mate? Oh, this is one of my favourite ones. Fortune telling is illegal. Jeez, hear that?
Someone's dosing it up outside here.
Jeez.
Valve bouncing.
Bloody hell, we might have to work on the soundproofing, I think. Fortune telling is illegal. So fortune tellers are outlaws or the use of any other type of clever science.
Clever. So this is back when they were thought that they would be witches. And
Yeah, burn them at the stake. Exactly. Yeah, clever science is illegal. Under Section 13 of the Vagrancy Act 1966.
Well, it's not even that long ago.
Yeah, no, it's not long at all. Yeah, Vagrancy Act 1966. Anyone who claims or professes to say the future/fortune by using palmistry, so that must be reading someone's palm, or a very nice, delicious meal at the local pub. Mate, I can see it in me palmy.
That's just some icy at the pub that I'll read your palmy.
Yeah,
what?
Yeah, exactly. See the way that the cheese is bubbled up on the side there? That means you're going to get
You're
money.
dead.
Yeah, you owe someone money. Fortune by using palmistry or any other type of witchcraft to discover the location of lost or stolen property can be found guilty of an offence. They're going hard.
How about this? This would tie up all electricians. It is a $10 fine if prosecuted and found guilty of changing your own light bulbs in Victoria. Why are they all Victoria and South Australia?
I would say the electrical union might have lobbied for that one.
that one big time. Yeah,
absolute maniacs. Kizza,
yep.
We had a chat during the week, and what we were talking about is the power of good old social media, and we were, we mentioned at the start that we're getting some pretty cool guests sort of booked on, and it'll be fun to have them on. But we of course want to do more and more, and want to get some good guests on. We thought, how far can we push it? Like, how far can we get this podcast out there, and who can we get on that really shouldn't be on?
Well, we kind of might have already stuffed up our own segment.
We might have peaked too soon
by that guest that we're going to reveal next week.
I want to go international.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I want to go international.
All right. Rita Ora?
Whatever, fine.
Okay.
So what we want to do is we want to create someone knows someone who knows someone.
Okay.
So we want to use the power of the listeners and the power of our followers, and we want people to throw some suggestions at us.
Yep.
So DM us through Instagram, send us an email, noqualificationspodcast@gmail.com.
They'd be recommending someone, or they'd be saying, look, I know someone who knows someone.
They might say, hey, I know someone who knows someone, or I know someone who might be a C-level, person, but that C-level might know someone who's a B-level. It's the old, the guy who had the paperclip and ended up trading it for a house.
The Craigslist guy, yep. Okay, I see that.
So I want to put that out there as a bit of a challenge to everyone. Okay. We'll get some stuff up on Instagram over the next day or two.
So you could go a really no-name, like, comedian that might have met a funnier comedian.
Yes.
Then that links into that one. That guy knows a guy that was on the latest Big Brother or My Kitchen Rules or something.
Yep.
And then that guy, because he's quite big at the moment and he's got media commitments, knows someone off Sunrise, someone on Sunrise, and then just slightly gets bigger. And
you
bigger.
get it.
Yeah, okay.
Yep, exactly. Yep. Okay. Yeah, someone who knows someone, and we're just going to try and keep pushing it. And we want to try and get some people to throw us some names of who they think would be really good to have on the pod.
Okay.
And then what we'll do is we'll start getting our Instagram followers and our listeners to just start commenting on these people's social media posts. Go on the pod. You've got to go on No Qualifications podcast. Tagging them, absolutely. And we'll go to town and we'll see just how far we can push it. Now, this could very much well just fall flat on its face.
Yeah.
But I thought, hey, let's give it a crack. Let's see what we can do with this, because I think we could go all the way to the bloody top, Kizza.
Steven Seagal.
Oh my God. We could get him in here and do a real live karate demonstration. I'm going to wear orange sunglasses inside at night. I'm going to bow and go, hello, how are you?
He's a weird unit, that guy.
He is a weapon.
No, so we don't want like R. Harris at Long Bay Jail or anything like that, or
unless he's infamous.
Malat at Long Bay Jail.
Yeah.
We don't want anyone. We don't want jailbirds, okay?
No jailbirds, guys. So stop it.
Yeah.
No, let's see how far this can go. I'm going to put the challenge out there.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
I'm going to throw some stuff up on Insta tomorrow.
So we could even get... it'd be a good start if a few of mates from footy who have like former NRL guys who are not relevant anymore might know a guy, and then he hopped some low-level thing there or was on something that's a local.
Yeah, if you want to get Jared
forgotten.
Hayne on, mate, that'll be fine.
Yeah.
His dream's always been to have a podcast.
He's joining a local soccer team.
Is he?
Yeah, he signed up.
Jeez, I didn't know about that.
Neither did
Okay.
I read it in the paper the other day. Just a little side note for
Was
everyone.
in the paper?
Yeah, that because I don't think he's allowed to play league at the moment or at any level. So now he's joined local soccer team.
Jeez, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? Let's try and
get him on.
Let's look that.
We don't want
But yeah, let's see how far I can go. As I said, this could like just fall flat on its face. It's not even funny.
No, I like it. I like where you're going. It's good interaction with people too. So it's on. I guess it's on the people to help us out a bit and see how far we can
I think
go
it's
with
about time they started doing something. To be
Pull
honest,
your weight, mate.
Yeah, we want to start rubbing shoulders with the elite.
Yeah. I want to be in that last 4 or 5 pages of the Telegraph, when it's
Yes.
like movie premiere.
Yes.
Kiz and Kev of the No Qualifications podcast took in the Dumbo premiere.
Do you know what we should do? We should start trying to go to these social events and see how many of
Where
these
you guys
papers we
from?
can get our mug
Oh,
in.
that could be an amazing thing to do.
Let's have a look at that.
We've just created 2 projects.
Yeah, we're going to do that. So one is on you guys
And
to
then-
try and sort of get some names together, and even if we just had a constant theme of everyone wants to have, whoever it may be on the pod, X, Y, Z. And we just go, okay, well, no one knows them, but let's all just start harassing their social media and see if we can get them.
Get them on, yeah.
Yeah.
So a successful thing, the most successful version of that would be them DMing us. That would be amazing.
I'll tell you who I really
if
want.
we pester them enough.
I'll tell you who I really, really, really want is Chris Lilly.
Oh, that'd be phenomenal.
Now,
if we pester him enough.
He does no media. He's famous for not doing any media. He did do Theo Von's podcast a couple of weeks ago when Theo Von was in Australia.
And we got more downloads than Theo, so...
Kind of.
Close.
And to be honest, it was a good podcast, but it was very, very slow.
Mm.
And I just want to know about all the characters.
Yeah, right.
I want to know if Joyce has shown her buzzies to anyone yet.
Is Nathan still getting his nuts out? No, I like that. And I think we could do something really funny there where we get in... What is it, like the confidential section? And
yes.
Like some shit reality ex-contestant or Love Island.
I think the worst paper, the better. So we'll try and do our local paper.
Oh, that'd be good.
And we'll come up with something.
Yeah.
We'll fulfill at our end. And guys, if you can fulfill your end and give us some names, I'll throw something out on Insta tomorrow. And let's start to try and collate some names of who we think could be good to get on the pod.
Yeah, I like it. That's so good.
Sweet.
If we can get in the back page of a paper and we're at a premiere of a movie or a midweek thing,
yes,
and just really sell that. Yeah, we're off a podcast. Oh, really?
Let's see if we can even get ourselves on a press tour of some movie that comes out.
You take a microphone to anything and it works.
Yeah, yeah. All right, we've got some projects to do then. Sweet as. That's another one.
In the books, double digits.
Number 10.
They said we'd never make it.
I actually promised you a mud cake and I've failed on that. I got you a couple of beers though.
Yeah,
that's always nice.
That's much better.
I should have got candles, but guys, thanks so much. We really do enjoy doing this. I love it. I know, Kizza, you enjoy coming over and we get to spend a bit of time shooting the breeze.
Yeah.
But number 10, guys, stick around. These next couple of episodes are going to be sick. As the kids say,
dope.
You're gonna be dope as fuck.
Dope.
They're gonna be very, very cool. They're gonna be. I've just dabbed the microphone up into my face.
The kids still dab? Is that
I do. Actually, I said to Lola the other day I did a dab, and she goes like this. It was so cute.
Close.
Yeah, it was so cute. Kizza, what's anything to say, mate, before we wrap up?
No, I'm super excited for this next couple of weeks because I think a lot of our friends and family who obviously are big supporters, like they've listened and things like that.
Yeah.
As soon as we go, have a listen to the new one, we got a guest. Oh, okay, might go have a little listen.
Yeah.
Just out of sympathy, help our friends.
Yeah.
And,
I love your podcast. What's the name again?
Yeah. I thought you said you subscribed.
Oh, yeah, rookie.
You said you gave 5 stars.
So many people have said, I gave 5 stars, I've subscribed. But it's like, You do know I can see
We
all the
can tell.
numbers.
Yeah.
Like, I can see the numbers.
Thank God for that following in Qatar and the west coast of America.
We're in Texas and Minnesota.
Really?
Yes.
See, I was going to say, if in winter in Minnesota, there's nothing to do.
Mm.
So we're going to peak then. But what was I saying? About the pod and
friends and family.
Getting the friends and family supporting us. But once they see who we've got, they're going to be like, oh, okay, right. So this is a proper thing now, is it? Yeah,
it's happening. Yeah,
it's happening. So.
Well, I better rest up because I'm feeling a little bit under the weather.
No, you're not. You know why I'm feeling fine?
Why are you feeling fine?
I got a flu shot for the first time ever.
Did you?
Yep. And I got it on Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Naomi said we've tried several times to book in, and then I couldn't go. I had footy and other things, and
she's running your diary.
Yeah, she's running my diary.
Yeah.
Look, and then I had footy, and we had to go out as like in the afternoon, and my nephew and that. And so she goes, "Oh, the only time we got to get it soon because there's no point soon."
Yeah, sure.
And we're like, "Got to get it." And so she's like, "I booked us in at 5:00 on Saturday afternoon." I was like, "No, that's Saturday evening."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What kind of squares?
That's dinner time."
Yeah. What are we doing tonight? We're going to get flu shots. So but no, God bless her cotton socks because I'm immune and I'm going to take on the world.
See, I refuse
to get it.
Yeah, no way.
I had to pay $20. Just quietly.
What a rip-off.
Yeah.
What an absolute $20.
I hope it works though.
No, I don't know. I'm a bit old school and I just think, you know what? I get a little bit of a snotty nose, which I sort of feel like I've got at the moment. But the old body, I reckon it's just going to sort itself out, and I'll pump some veggies and a bit of garlic into me. And
I think it's because I become a little bitch and she doesn't want to deal with it.
Yeah. See, I'm not a good sick patient either, mate, to be honest. And
that surprises me.
My missus, I'll give chicks one thing. Women. That's so chicks. I'll give women one thing.
You misogynist.
What an asshole. Hey, honestly. I've watched this woman bring 2 children into the world and I still go chicks.
Chicks.
What a pig.
Broads.
What a bloody pig. These flaming Sheilas.
Yeah. You know they can vote.
They can?
Yeah. You're right though, when you say chicks.
Yeah.
With a grown woman.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But they power, mate. If they're crook, they power.
Oh, 100%.
I get the equivalent of a paper cut.
Yeah.
I'm out.
We go down.
I'm out. I'm in the spare room.
Yeah.
I'm like, babe, can you get me a couple of magazines?
Yeah.
She's like, they don't even make magazines anymore.
I need a Powerade.
Okay, can you get me a new iPad? Can you get me
a new iPad?
Can you get me a tray that goes over the blanket and sits on the front? And can you get me some soup? Actually, no, don't get me soup, just ice cream. Yeah. Can you melt it a little bit so it's not too harsh on my palate?
14 seconds in the mic. Last time you did 16, and I could tell.
I could tell. Don't think I can't tell.
No, they're bosses. When they got something like that, they just power through and we just go down.
It's like, I listened to a thing actually, and they were talking about the biology of men v women, and they were saying about because obviously we're in this space, our little fella's 6 weeks old now, and they were saying that women, there's something in their biology that allows them to function off less sleep for the first couple of years, roughly, of a new baby's life. Yeah.
Hectic.
We don't have that. We don't have that. It's kind of, I don't know if it's a chemical thing or whatever.
Are you saying we've got to build an excuse?
Yeah, and I've sold it.
Yeah.
I've sold it hard.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I've sold it so hard, and she's bought it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But it's true.
So you pumped up her tyres
so
you get out of it.
Honestly, mate, they're absolute beasts.
No, we love you women.
Yep, we love them. But should I play that music again, Kizza?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, because we've sort of got... Wait, here we go. This is production level. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, anyway. Kizza, let's get out of here because I love looking at you, but I do need to go up and have a little sleep now.
I've got a couple episodes of NCIS to watch. So.
Have you? What NCIS do you usually
run?
One
of them is on Channel 10. It's like on a permanent loop.
I think they do 600 episodes a year, don't they?
NCIS Las Vegas, Minnesota, Miami.
Yeah. No, thanks. Hey, everyone, if you could subscribe would be fantastic. Leave us a 5-star review, pretty please. Follow us on Instagram. You could also go to YouTube and check out if you want to have a look at our ugly mugs. We do chuck up some videos there. Stay tuned. Next week, cracker interview. The week after will be probably a bit of a highlight for us, and hopefully you guys. It's going to be very cool. It's going to be a bit of a road trip. We'll document it. You'll see all of it on our socials.
Road trip.
Good. I'm going to go buy a case of Woodstock bourbons, kick it back like I'm 18, packet of bungers, and you can drive, mate.
Should we take him to the skate park and have a skate park party?
Let's do it. See you guys.
See ya.